In late 2001, Caterpillar announced their new Challenger MT700 series tractors. These were new from the ground up, with changes to the undercarriage design to improve traction and ride. But there was more news to follow. In the last few days of 2001, Caterpillar agreed to sell the design, assembly and worldwide marketing of the new tractors to the American AGCO Corporation. AGCO had been formed in 1990, and by 2001 they had already accumulated a lineup of well-known brands, including Massey Ferguson and Fendt. With the Challengers, AGCO gained a ready-made machine, which plugged a gap in their range. As well as the tractors, the deal included the Challenger name and the facility where they were assembled. But Caterpillar would still supply the major components, including the engine, drivetrain and mobile track undercarriage. Consequently, the CAT name was dropped from tractors sold in Europe, with the Challenger name now becoming a brand in its own right. The new Challenger MT700 range comprised 4 models: the MT735, 745, 755 and MT765, with engine powers ranging from 235 to 306 horsepower. Large rear drive wheels were used in the newly redesigned mobile track system, which had a longer wheelbase at 2.4 meters. There were still 5 axles per side, and an inline reaction arm isolated tension from the driveline. The new OptiRide suspension used rubber springs to absorb shocks, and the left and right undercarriages could raise up and down independently. The rubber-coated mid-wheels were also suspended to reduce the impact of uneven ground. Often used as row crop machines in America, the track gauge could be changed without detensioning the belt. There were also mounting holes for chemical tanks built into the mobile track frame. The electronically controlled Caterpillar C9 engines providing the power had a displacement of 8.8 litres. These were turbocharged, intercooled, and met Tier 2 standards with lower emissions and noise levels. The 765 was rated at 306 horsepower, but the engine gave a power growth of up to 13%, resulting in a maximum of 352 horsepower at 1800 RPM. The electronically controlled power shift transmission, designed and built by CAT, gave 16 forward and 4 reverse gears. In 16th, the maximum engine speed increased to 2,300 RPM to give a top speed of 40 km. There were several shift options. These included an automatic shifting mode using power management with electronic communication between the engine and transmission to sense the engine's load before shifting to give smooth shifts. The MT series cab was new, with more room and a larger glass area. A single-spoke steering wheel controlled an electro-hydraulic differential steering system. This was speed sensitive, meaning that at higher transport speeds it was less sensitive and corrections easier to make, while at slower speeds it was more sensitive. Electronics were getting ever more advanced. The MT700 tractors were designed around the Intellitronics network, which linked tractor systems together with electronic control modules located on the engine, transmission, hydraulics and lift. The Tractor Management Center, with its LCD display, was used to control the one-touch headland management system, allowing sequences of functions to be recorded and later repeated on command. It also looked after the optional AutoGuide satellite navigation system fitted to this MT765, which is pressing land ready for wheat, with an 8.3 metre wide Väderstad Rexius twin 830 cultivator press.